So.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
So. Okay. Okay. Noch mehr? Noch mehr? Noch mehr? Noch mehr? Alter. Wie viel denn noch? Oh, schade. Warte mal. Ja. Why not? Ja. Okay, testen wir mal. Ja, Barbara C1, ja okay. Ist in Ordnung. Ja, okay. War zwar jetzt nicht das, was ich mir erhofft habe, aber okay.
The Wind Bloom Festival around this time of year? Paimon has lots of good memories from the last one. The sweet scent of flowers on the breeze, the sweet smell of tasty snacks on the breeze, the feeling of the breeze on your face? The only downside was
Sind Sie da jetzt wieder rein, oder was?
But Paimon...
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Ja, zum Auftrag. Ach, der zählt unter Legendenaufträge. Okay. So sieht Mondstadt aber auch cooler aus. Ist mir gestern gar nicht aufgefallen.
Hey there, Catherine.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you.
So,
With the arrival of the think of this period, spring is here.
ew. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice snack?
Traveler, Paimon, thank goodness I found you.
Whoa! Sucrose? Go ahead, Sucrose.
Here's the situation. My task is
Nice one.
they spawn an empty bottle donated by I think so too. The thing is, luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped.
Is that a test tube?
Yep, every time I do a good
Sounds?
yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as
Darn, now Paimon's hungry.
I can't say for sure anyway.
Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy. Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your Hey, come on! So,
No. Let me put it this way. Have you ever in the same way that those tender, sweet fruits, for example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistic similarly.
oh, long story short.
Oh, I figured really? You have a plan?
Well, if he, but oh, come on.
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second?
Marjorie. Sie ist auch wieder dabei.
Be right back.
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? When did she arrive at Mons? Let's go say hi. Kale, hey!
Oh, hey you guys.
You were staring into.
I was just looking at a map while I was flipping through. If you can do these things, you make
And what does these
find a flower. So 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store. Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned? Oh, it was called The Boar Princess. That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all. Do you know her?
Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest. Hello.
Hi.
awkward fast. They're both so shy.
So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real? Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively. But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank. The only people who read children's books are the... Would they really do this?
That's a great take. I love it. Exactly.
Okay, so... If I had to get... I haven't read many...
Wow. Her guesswork, but will she find it annoying if I keep at... We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time? Well...
Then...
Huh? You can't waste it on that.
That's very kind of you.
Kale! I know that
Kale! You made good time, huh? You're way early. I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Amber!
You bet. They're...
Huh? Wait. A long time ago, so ever since my Alizar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt.
If it's okay with everyone.
Of course.
Sure, go right ahead. I agreed to meet...
Oh, that's all right. In that case,
Oh, okay.
Traveler, Soup, I'll come get her later.
Sure, no problem.
Awesome.
You all right there, Colin? I'm just feeling... Amber wants to... I've only met Suk. I wish I had a little... it's nearly time!
Moin, Happy, was geht? Ich kann mir das bei dir nie merken, was du männlich oder weiblich.
Such a great view.
I mean, it's
Wo das eigentlich auch
understandable.
egal
It
ist.
must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true great Vayu Viastra.
Oh, und 10er Pull auf Sino gerade
come on.
versucht.
Don't tell me you don't get it.
Nein, das Gacha-System
View,
meinte.
Vayu,
Nö, du kriegst Barbara
And also
C1.
Mahamatra,
Ja, geil.
Vayu Viastra. No?
Kainari! Sino! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Ja, bei deinem
College
Bild und dem
exaggerating.
Namen, das ist
I'm
immer so
Tainari.
irreführend.
Pleased to meet you.
Deswegen ich ja immer durcheinander komme.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir.
Ja,
He's
aber
extremely
ja,
knowledgeable too.
da bin ich nicht so der
This
Fan
is
von.
General Mahamatra
Und
Sino
Sino,
of the Sumeru
ja,
Academia.
eigentlich auch nicht
He's
wirklich.
really famous in Sumeru as well.
Aber ich habe es einfach mal auf
Greetings.
Sino versucht.
Though if I might say so, we're purely here for
Weil
personal
ich mir
reasons.
vorhin und
We
im
need to be
Reiseführer
unduly concerned with
die
our official positions.
13 verwobene Schicksale
Kale,
abholen konnte.
There's no
Als ob ich
need to
einfach
use my
mal
full
auf gut
title.
Glück versucht.
Sino is fine. Or sir,
Ja.
if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity. Just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
Oh, Coley wird gerade wie so ein kleines Kind behandelt.
What if
Obwohl, wenn man
There
sich mal
should be
die
no issues.
Alter von den
I have
meisten
left
so
my
anguckt,
duties
sind
in
die
the hands of my
meisten
subordinates
angeblich
and
so
two
zwischen 12
especially
bis
reliable
15.
helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well?
Also
I
laut
was just
Hoyoverse.
going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the
Ach
minds of our
scheiße,
guests.
ich habe voll über Nacht vergessen GTA updaten zu
Mr.
lassen, weil ich
Albedo,
wollte
But it
eigentlich
is an objective
nach
truth.
Genshin wollte ich noch ein, zwei Stündchen GTA 5 online mal wieder reinschauen.
The more the merrier.
War ich auch schon ein paar Monate nicht mehr drin.
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out.
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
Ja, deswegen sag ich ja, so laut Hoyoverse sollen die meisten Charaktere so zwischen 12 bis 15 sein, im groben Schnitt.
Medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
Irgendwie ist das schon leicht pädophil.
Mine
war die
was Adventurer
Spielmodus.
Sino, skilled desert
Vor allem
explorer.
die meisten wissen die Alter noch nicht mal und stehen auf die meisten Charaktere. Das ist noch
I do wish some of the less
fragwürdiger bei
cautious
der ganzen
adventurers in
Geschichte.
the Avidya Forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Also gleich Wasserlinien
Are
und
you
Tee zusammen.
contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as
Ja,
active
aber ich
ingredients
glaube,
in a targeted
davon habe
antidote?
ich noch viele.
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Coley meint, ich
Okay,
wurde
I got
mal
it.
erwähnt.
But
Müsste ich aber mal
As much
genau
as I don't wish
nachschauen.
to be a
Aber
wet blanket,
von Coley das
it
Alter
takes a
weiß ich
huge
jetzt so
amount
nicht.
of
Amber müsste
experimental
nämlich
data
auch so um
to
die
conclusively
14,
prove
15
how
sein.
different drugs interact.
Und der Traveler soll
Estimating
schon
the
ein
total
paar
development
hunderte
time would be
Jahre alt
very
sein.
difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not
Oh,
sure
ich
if
freue
we
mich
could
schon auf
complete development before
AR50.
you
Dann
need
kann
to
ich
return.
endlich vom Wanderer das Buch wieder upgraden. Mehr Schaden, stärker werden.
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo,
Aber wie es aussieht, ist die Übertragung heute auch wieder einigermaßen in Ordnung. Ey, gestern, das hat mich so aufgeregt, dass ich so nach ein, dreiviertel Stunden erstmal abgebrochen habe, weil mich das so sehr aufgeregt hat. Sonst stört mich das ja nicht, aber gestern, ey, nee.
Perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that,
Ja, deswegen sage ich ja, Traveler, der ist schon so ein paar hunderte Jahre alt. Und wenn die Geschichte über Traveler stimmt von Hoyoverse, ist die ganze Geschichte das erstmal mit Mondstadt und so Teil 1. Die erste Welt von 7.
Food and lodging arrangements.
Und
Were you quietly writing
wenn
this
das
up the whole
Gemunkel
time?
stimmt, dann kommt noch einiges Hartes bei Genshin.
hardly. Rather,
Ja,
I
Chichi
should
soll ja so
apologize
mit
for
12
interrupting a
gestorben sein und
serious
zum
discussion
Zombie
between
geworden
trained
sein.
professionals, especially
Raiden
after they
weiß
traveled so far to be here,
auch keiner
when I
wirklich so
myself am
genau, wie
neither
alt die ist.
adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician. Nevertheless,
Ich müsste da echt mal
I would
genau
encourage
nachschauen,
you to
nochmal
have
zum
a
nächsten Mal und mir das mal alles
knowledgeable local arrange your
aufschreiben.
detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look. And should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you.
Ja,
These
sollte
arrangements
was
are
nicht
quite
zu eurer
excellent.
Zufriedenheit sein, kann ich jederzeit Abhilfe leisten.
Feels like
Es klingt in
Daddy
unserer
loves
Zeit
the
heute
food and
sehr,
wine.
sehr verkehrt.
Wait, doesn't Paimon's opinion matter anymore?
Ja, Paimon, das ist mir gerade egal, was du denkst.
You know.
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve. Thank you.
Just one thing.
Ach, Happy, da
We'd
kennt
like
sich
the
aber
chance
ganz
to
schön
cook as
aus, dass
well.
du vor 500
Why don't we
Jahren bei
change
einem
the
Event
group dinner
warst,
to
wo
a
Traveler
camping
auch
and
schon
cooking
dabei
trip?
war. So. Du steinaltes Vieh, du. Nein, Scherz. Ich weiß, wie
I
du
can
das
help
meinst.
too.
a good hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Great.
Schlimm genug, dass ich Ende Juli 30 werde.
Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest.
Da muss ich mir auch noch für den Livestream einiges überlegen,
Let's meet by the
wie ich
lake
den
this evening.
veranstalte. Geh zum Hirschjäger und kauf etwas zu essen. Ja. Oh, 30 bis 40 Millisekunden ist schon schöner als gestern, fast 200 durchgehend. Oh, ab und zu nervt mich gerade auf meinem Tisch hier die Konstellation Maustastatur. Aber, ja. Sonst sitze ich hier so wieder so verkrüppelt, wenn ich das alles anders hinstelle.
We have a cold cut platter to go.
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we...
Oh, kaltes Fleisch bestimmt gleich erstmal auf den Berg wandern und Schweinchens klatschen. Ich mag den Berg nicht.
Okay, yeah, that'll be all.
Ja, da gibt's noch einige mehr. Ja, seitdem passe ich auch echt darüber auf. Ich habe mir das mal als Video abgespeichert, wo fast alle Charaktere aufgelistet sind und es sind 90% nicht volljährig.
No need to worry about that. Paimon can make room for good food.
All right.
Ah, wie gut stehe ich auf Mona. Die ist ja über 18. Hihihihi. Ist ja nicht so, dass ich Mona als Hintergrundbild für meine WhatsApp-Chats habe. Ja. Um mich jeden Tag daran zu erinnern, du musst Mona pullen. Du musst Mona pullen. Du musst Mona pullen. Ja, Chi-Chi ist über 100 Jahre alt. Ja, aber ich rede ja, bevor sie gestorben ist, von ihrem richtigen Alter. Und da ist mir der Chat abgeschmiert.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
The wind rises.
Oh, ich muss noch für Wanderer farmen, alles Mögliche.
Quit following me.
Aber das Ding ist, wenn ich für Wanderer farmen will, muss ich, also für seine Talente, die Story einiges weiter vorantreiben, weil den habe ich noch gar nicht frei. Und ich habe noch keine Ahnung, wo der ist. Und bis ich den noch nicht habe, lohnt sich Wanderers Talente noch nicht wirklich weiterzumachen. Daher mal schauen, wenn ich weiter mit Richtung 80 ziehe.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happened
Weil
to
das
be
Ding
free
ist,
today.
ich weiß nicht, ob ich
Molly put up the tent
Barbara
so
gegen
quickly,
Cookie
but
austauschen
still
soll,
managed
weil
to tie very sturdy
Cookie halt
knots.
nicht nur, sondern
You can
kann mit dem
really tell that she's a
Elementarskill auch
professional.
angreifen.
I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Ja, deswegen mache ich halt zwischendurch auch die Quests weiter.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
Deswegen,
What
nachdem
can I
wir
say?
gleich hier erstmal ein
For
bisschen
a
von der
skilled
Version
adventurer,
gezockt haben, machen wir
This is
erstmal
just
eine
another
Quest
day on the
weiter.
job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down.
Uff, Akt 5. Ich bin gerade mal Akt 2, das wird noch einiges dauern. Mann, Warum gibt's
That
keine
sunshine sprat was
Trade-Funktion
really
hier, dass
very
man einfach
good.
mal tauschen kann
I
oder
didn't watch you
verkaufen
cook it,
kann?
but
Das
I
ist doch
believe
so
that the prominent
mies.
umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more
Boah,
than the fish
Genshin als
alone.
Open World mit allem
That's correct.
gleichzeitig.
Any further deductions?
Da
Let
würdest du
me
doch nur noch
think.
die ganzen Russen
The
ausrasten
aroma was
sehen.
quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies
Ja,
are
aber
usually used in soups.
weil ich die ganze Story
So
immer
if I
schleifen
had to
lassen habe, weil immer
guess,
andere zocken wollten
small
oder
red
immer
grass?
mitmachen wollten oder farmen wollten, habe ich ja immer die Hauptquest mal schleifen lassen.
That's right. I've long heard that
Deswegen,
Sumeru's
ich
fish
kann ja
with
gleich mal
cream
nachgucken,
sauce
wie weit
is
ich genau da
noted
bin.
for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is
Wer hat meine
very much
Blättchen
the same.
geklaut? Ich will eine
I
rauchen.
liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally.
Ja, alles gut, Happy. Alles gut. Irgendwann habe ich ihn ja.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Weil kommt Zeit, kommt Rate.
Just
Ich habe
after
auch
passing
keine
through
Lust momentan
Stonegate.
so hart durchzurushen. Das habe ich die letzten Wochen, Monate zu viel gemacht.
Are you
Einfach
sure
ganz
your eyes
gemütlich
were working
durchziehen.
that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision. Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts. No? Not funny? Ground.
Nein,
you
Sino,
know,
das war nicht
as in
lustig.
ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
So, darum unterbrechen niemanden sein.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. The bright side,
Deswegen
these
nehme ich
jokes
momentan
show
auch
that he
gar nicht
thinks of
wirklich
you as his
anfragen, aber ich will
friends.
einfach ein bisschen questen, ein bisschen
Still,
zocken,
we
in
could test
Ruhe
the
chillen,
hypothesis.
mit euch labern.
What hypothesis?
Je nachdem, wenn mal jemand was im
That
Chat
plant species
schreibt.
indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect
Statt
on the
mich die
motor
ganze Zeit
functions
immer
of flying platforms.
in-game auf andere konzentrieren zu müssen.
Paimon's not your test subject. Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that
Aber ich bin am
you,
überlegen, ob wir es
say,
so machen, dass ich so
Sergeant Peaches?
Freitagabend
That would make a sick Paimon PG in
einen
no
Stream
time,
mache, wo wir
or
alle
something.
zusammen zocken und am Samstag, sonntags mache ich Questen oder samstags zusammen zocken, sonntags Questen. Mal gucken.
Hey, not you two. I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
Aber schließlich irgendwann muss ich ja mal Richtung 1000 Abos kommen, um für mein
You must
nächstes
have been
eigenes
keeping
Ziel
quiet
innerlich
about
zu
this
schaffen.
grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer.
Nein, das ist nicht lustig.
Hmm?
Wir
It's
sind der
not.
Abenteurer, nicht du.
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself.
Boah, ich hasse diese
Before,
Blättchen von
you knew
Smoking,
me
die
as
sind so
General
mies.
Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom, as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale, Lily.
What?
Ja, das Ding ist, da könnte ich auch meinen Zweitcharakter
Maybe she should
nehmen.
call it a
Weil der
Kale,
ist
Lily.
auch
It sounds
gerade
very Mondstadt.
erstmal AR 12,
There's
13,
also
14,
Kale
15
flower,
irgendwie so.
which would
Kurz vor
technically make
Multiplayer
more
zocken
sense.
auf jeden Fall.
But somehow it doesn't sound as nice.
Aber ich brauche halt nebenbei mein Handy, weil momentan mein Stream-Chat über dem Handy läuft.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one
Nö, so
stone.
lange braucht das nicht. Ich müsste nur mal zwischendurch ein bisschen am Handy zocken.
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain
Ja,
and simple.
kann ich ja abends auf dem Sofa machen in Ruhe. Dafür habe ich eigentlich den zweiten Account am Handy.
There's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
Ja, merke ich mir mal. Mache ich mir auf jeden Fall einen Screenshot von. Kleinen Moment.
Well, you should. For the sake of our continued friendship. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Kaltz for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that Kaltz was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
Ja, das bringt mir nur jetzt gerade nichts, dass die online ist, weil erstmal wollte ich ein bisschen von der Version 3.5 die Quests durchzocken.
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
Obwohl, ist das überhaupt die
You most
Person
certainly
oder
did
ist
not.
das dein zweiter
Kale's been
Account?
here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here he comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Kaltz?
Wenn man es hochrechnet, jetzt schon eine halbe Stunde
Having my
nur
new friends
Gelaber.
address me by my pen name
Nee,
feels
ich überspringe die ganze
somewhat
Scheiße gleich
unusual.
wieder.
Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
Ja, da gibt's
You don't
keine
have to say all
Antwort zu,
that.
das war so klar.
I
Nein, alles
don't
gut.
usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
Hab
And
das bald
given that
mal
you've come all
endlich.
this way from Sumeru to see me, Might be
Ey,
quite
von
honored
Version
to
zu
take this
Version
commission.
werden die Dialoge echt immer länger und länger
Your
und länger.
teacher's so nice. I feel the same about yours.
Kein Wunder, dass man alles nur noch überspringt und ich bin da nicht der
They
Einzige
definitely
mit.
have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork
Hat
fit
das
to
bald
appear
mal.
on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
Langsam
If I might
nervt's.
interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
Ich bin hier zum Zocken und nicht um dich gelabert zu werden. Mein Gott.
Should we go over and take a look too?
Hui, endlich. Jetzt mit dem nächsten labern, ja. Na komm, bevor ich mit der laber, kann ich... Ja, da. Ja, sehr lang.
Only the base is burned.
Good thing Kainari's nose.
Sorry, aber ich überspringe das
Have
jetzt.
you been in this kind of situation a lot before?
Yes. Kali seems a little depressed. Remember that note? I was just thinking.
Oh, yeah!
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to. As much as I'd like.
Alright. Well,
You will? Then.
uh-huh. Right.
Ja, das will ich jetzt auch. Das... Ganz ehrlich, von Versionsupdate zu Versionsupdate werden die Dialoge immer länger und länger.
Oh, what a
Was soll der
shame.
Scheiß?
You just
Man will
missed the joke
zocken und nicht
about
voll
stop.
gelabert werden.
Please.
Das ist auch so ein Hauptgrund, warum ich während der Woche schon nach der Arbeit keinen Bock mehr
Tomorrow
auf
morning.
Genshin habe.
And you?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be
Found you! I knew I was onto some.
Wow.
That's an outrider.
Uh-oh.
Actually, you didn't. Ah, yes. Good evening.
Oh, Amber and Eula.
Oh,
Euler.
really?
Ja, ich nenne die mal gern Eule.
I'd say.
Come on, Kali.
Okay, great. You?
Yes, we've met.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot left.
All right. I'll.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you? Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go
Endlich. Boah, dass die scheiß Kamera sich seit dem Update immer wieder reinzieht. Das ist doch Murks. Nicht Sugarblume. Haben wir danach drin. Ab und zu mal ein bisschen Löwenzahn einsammeln. Geht ja auch. Nein, Wanderer, wir diskutieren heute nicht. Wegen Hochklettern. Also noch nicht.
Too slow.
Oh, it's been a while.
Paimon called it. Put your drink down. So, what do you make of it?
aren't you forget?
Well,
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, once you've found the 4 things, I'll
War
even
mir
write
schon
the
so klar, dass
location
da
down.
direkt wieder ein Rätsel kommen
get
wird.
back to guzzling wine.
Oh,
Egal.
woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a There are actually a great many things. Once this is over,
Mann, hab ich
would
ein
you like to
schönes
join me
Mikro.
for a drink?
Habe ich mir lange schon nicht mehr so
a
genau
favor for a
betrachtet,
favor.
weil ich nicht so viel Zeit hatte. Ja. Sprich wieder mit der. Sprich mit dem. Sprich mit der. Wenn wir schon hier sind, können wir was abholen. Nope. Also in der Hauptquest. Ne, doch. 4. Akt bin ich hier und der 2. Akt. Okay, doch. Bin ich doch schon einiges weiter, als ich dachte. Ja, doch mit dem 2. Akt passte bei der oberen Quest, weil die muss ich ja erstmal noch freischalten.
The Sakoku decree? Did something disastrous happen?
A flower that is not of this world.
Sucrose!
Und die nächste.
Huh? Really? Don't most people... Oh, alright. The wind said that the...
That doesn't sound like...
Fine?
Was haben wir jetzt großartig hier gemacht? Wow, eben mal was zu fressen geholt und sonst nur wieder Cutscenes ohne Ende.
Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
Egal.
It's fine. Now, I was thinking about... So, but then...
Woo, woo.
Okay, I did have one... Albedo, it would render our...
Could it be the wind?
Oh. The
Aber hört sich
wind
schon lustig an,
doesn't
wenn man
need
das immer so
much
skippt.
space. I've made a note.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful.
I'll need some time to...
Sure thing. But,
I originally wanted... But you're right, Paimon. All right.
Auftrag abgeschlossen.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
4 Urgestein habe ich schon wieder. Jupp. Später irgendwann den nächsten 10er. Mal schauen. Ach, ich Vollidiot. Warum bin ich dann auch außen rumgerannt? Egal, scheiß drauf. Sprich mit Fass, Ben. Da ist er doch. Ben mit dem Fass. Aber Ben, wo ist denn dein Fass hin, wenn du schon Fass Ben heißt? Zuallererst muss natürlich ein Foto vom Haupttor von Mondstadt geschossen werden. Nun merkt ihr das Foto vom Haupttor auszuschießen. Und du musst es an der richtigen Stelle machen. Der Blumenkranz, der Teppich, die Blumenbeete, alles muss im Bild sein. Okay. Machen wir. Lasst mich hier durch. Irgendwie vergesse ich immer zu rennen.
Wind go with you.
Acht bis 17 Uhr. Okay.
Relax.
Sehr schön. Boah, die ganzen Weltaufträge muss ich noch abarbeiten.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world.
Während des Windblumenfestes ist der Platz immer voll mit Menschen, aber irgendwas würde fehlen, wenn man von dem Treiben keine Bilder machen würde. Das fiele dann wohl auch unter Feststimmung. Okay.
Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Arbeiten wir erstmal alles ab, ja? Hä? Hä?
Behold!
Ich laufe erstmal wieder völlig verkehrt, weil ich hier schon lange nicht mehr war. Egal. Man kommt schon ans Ziel. Ja, habe ich doch auch gemacht, das Foto. Siehst du, das habe ich doch gemacht. Da. Da ist Haken. Jetzt bin ich ja an der Statue bei.
surprises.
Ach, wie gut hat man Wanderer. Na, ich wollte doch F, nicht G.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Ist doch Figur aus Mondstadt.
Relax.
Ey, willst du mich verarschen?
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax.
Ich bin jetzt schon kein Freund von dieser Aufgabe. Ist doch Figur aus Mondstadt. Ach ja. Yep. Man merkt, ich war einfach zu lange schon nicht mehr hier drin.
Leave it to me.
Ah. Oh, ja, hallo. Geil. So, jetzt geht's hier weiter. Der Dauperschlucht, Mondstadt, ja. Okay, das Siegelgrab. Oder Schwertgrab, eins von beiden, was das war. Dass mir der Chat hier die ganze Zeit gerade abstürzt. Ja.
Told you I'd win.
So. Erstmal Amber wieder ein bisschen heilen, weil ich gerade ein bisschen blöd war. Okay. Also bevor ich hier ins Windfeld gehe, erstmal die Blümchen hier holen. Weil je mehr ich jetzt mitnehme, umso weniger muss ich farmen. Denn er braucht noch sehr viel. Ja, ich weiß, ich muss nach da oben. Ich will ja ins Windfeld rein. Ja, alles gut, Happy. Hab mich wieder gefreut, dass du da warst. Bis später vielleicht, je nachdem, wie lange ich online bin. Aber ich denke, ich bin ein paar Stunden heute auf jeden Fall da. Hey, ich muss ja auch noch die Animokulos hören, oder wie die meisten alle farmen. Ja, was heißt alle? Die letzten, die über sind. Falls ihr mal weiß, wo die sind, gerne willkommen.
rises.
Ach, Wanderer. Schaffst es wieder nicht. Mein Gott, geh doch da einfach hoch. Na, gleich hast du Vogel kein... Alter, was machst du mit deinem Bein da? Oh, come on.
Swollen Fury. That's far enough. The wind rises.
Oh, scheiße, hätte ich jagen können. Noch ein Aussichtspunkt? Cool. Nehmen wir da auch gerne mit. Moin Jojo, was geht? Ah, 17 bis 19 Uhr. Okay. Och, na los, schneller. Passt. Haben wir nächste. Moin, moin. Hihi. So, der ist erst in einen Tag verfügbar. Dann machen wir den nächsten Auftrag.
Such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Sprich mit Lee. Ich bin momentan AR47, kurz vor 48. Und du?
Behold!
Oh Gott. Ja, nice. Ja, 55. Das dauert bei mir noch ein bisschen, ja. Aber ich bin ja gut dabei. Sorry. Nein. Egal, wer das gerade war. Jojo, für dich auch, wenn ich am Questen bin. Ich nehme grundsätzlich dann keine Anfragen an. Ich will Questen und nicht Multiplayer. Und einfach zur Kalibrierung der Verzögerung. Oh Gott, das kann jetzt was werden. Oh Gott. Hier klicken und so. Oh Gott, das darf jetzt was werden. Erstmal auf normal. Moin, Schnappers. Oh shit. Shit. Oh, ich hasse solche Spiele. Ja, da merkt man meine Fingerlegasthenie wieder. Nein, das macht man nicht. Nein, heute nicht. Nein. Warte, was wolltest du jetzt von mir da unten? Lass mich. Ich hau dich sonst gleich wieder. Was heißt wieder, aber ich hau dich sonst gleich. Was ist denn das eigentlich hier? Nein. Machen wir später. Lach nicht. Dann entziehe ich dir den Mod-Status. Ja, ich habe gerade ein paar Looten gelesen, aber egal. Auf jeden Fall hier gehen wir ein bisschen rein und dann gehen wir questen wieder ganz normal weiter. Jo. Ey. Ich will doch nur ein paar Extrapunkte. Ups, was war das jetzt? Okay. 5050. Mal gucken, wie gut das ist. Ja. Oh, ist das schön, wenn die Sonne im Rücken scheint und der Rücken schön warm wird.
Relax.
So. Eiserne Blume. Okay. Ja. Egal. Ist das nur noch der? Aktionshändler, was gibt's bei dem? Ja, okay, ja. Können wir später machen. Ja. Mach ich Dailies? Immer erstmal hier weiter.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. Relax. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
The wind rises.
Liegt hier einfach mal ein Vogelei rum. Hätte ich jetzt auch gern ein Ei. Hunger. Egal, scheiß drauf.
Stand with me.
Unnecessary.
Behold! Squall and fury.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Sucrose.
Our bond is strong.
The wind rises.
Ah, komm ich da jetzt schon wieder so nicht rein. Okay.
Stand with me.
Da ist er ja
Bond is
wieder.
strong.
Was geht ab, Happy? Ja, ich mache ein bisschen die Main Quest jetzt weiter. Wie kam ich jetzt hier nochmal in das Tempel? Ach ja, da unten. Ach so. Ja, mach ich später. Da ist der Tempel hier, den ich wollte. So. Machen wir mal da weiter, wo wir gestern aufgehört haben. Jo. Ja, wie gesagt, ich war schon zu lange nicht mehr hier drin. Ich hab's schon voll verpeilt, das meiste. Deswegen einfach ganz in Ruhe zocken. Und die überspringe ich definitiv, weil die hatten wir gestern.
It's full of
War nur so
life.
blöd und hab gestern einfach in
This
der Sphäre
defies
selbst abgebrochen.
comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rahman,
Huh?
do you
Are you mocking?
interpret it however you want?
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to...
It does seem...
Ach ja, erstmal jetzt. Boah, wie war das gestern nochmal? Ja, Wanderer. Ach ja, die Sphäre mit den Fahrstühlen. Ja, machen wir mal.
Wretched vermin!
Ja, Wanderer, warum tötest du nicht den ersten? Hm? Warum gehst du jetzt direkt auf den nächsten drauf?
Squall Fury!
Get with me! Out of my way!
The night is cold.
Behold!
The bond is strong!
My guiding stars. Don't be scared.
The wind rises.
Ja, Junge, geh mir nicht auf den Sack da unten. Kann ich doch nichts dafür, wenn ein Wanderer dich nicht angreifen will.
Cry louder!
Wanderer, häng doch nicht wieder überall fest, du kleiner Spast. Wo ging das jetzt hier nochmal weiter? Ah, hier.
Not now.
Squall Fury.
Ja, da war die Kiste gestern. Ja.
The wind rises. Unsightly insects.
Our bond is strong.
The night is cold. Stars.
Ja, Wanderer, greif einfach mal nicht an.
Squall Fury. How amusing.
Ja, nee, ist klar, was soll die Scheiße schon wieder?
Not now.
The wind rises.
Boah, was hängt das Spiel denn jetzt schon wieder?
Cry louder. Too slow.
Our bond is strong.
Ja, nee, ist klar.
You're dead.
Junge.
How amusing.
The night is cold.
The wind rises. That's far enough. Squall and Fury.
Hä? muss ich jetzt machen, weil so weit war ich ja gestern. Ja, jetzt fährt er ganz nach unten.
Now that's a sight to see. King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
Okay. Ich darf nicht mal rennen.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
Das sieht aus wie ein Grab. Jo.
These are King Deshret runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children
Der
of
sieht
the
fast auch
desert
süß sein, oh.
cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and King Deshret were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? He became so tiny in the end.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt King Deshret's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive.
Wieder hier los.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
How could I ever...
Raman, that's... Give it a rest. You're...
My Aramites...
Hey.
I should probably go...
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you... But please...
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to do.
When would be a good time?
Tomorrow. And I'll...
You seem to finally understand.
Yes.
That must have been rough. But he...
Ramon's no fool. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Desh.
The outcome...
We should get going too. Let's head... Sino, we're leaving.
Stop, yep.
Erstmal eine Errungenschaft weiter abholen. Dendroculus ist wahrscheinlich oben drauf.
Rahman,
Everything's been
I guess all I can say.
don't mention. But
Where are the purple?
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no!
Whoa. The moment
You should have known.
Wait, we were... No, not
I could do.
Please have
Start talking.
So, your superior
They,
don't play. They extracted.
Well, you better...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing... It may seem the withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like...
Continue.
And then, the doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But he asked them...
This is what the air.
First, the Academia's... After that, with the doctor's help, and the Next...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the
Call it an educated guess? Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. If it's knowledge, no...
You must have noticed by... It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
Gehe ich da mal kurz hoch. Oh.
Relax.
Ja, ich versuche mal eben hochzugehen und mir den zu holen. Ja, Wanderer sollte eigentlich die Leiter benutzen.
Falling into the abyss.
Ernsthaft? Was war das denn jetzt für ein Zaubertrick? Geil. Ah, muss eben zu einer Kochstelle kurz.
Ugh, too salty.
Sehr schön. Solange er keinen Hunger hat, gibt's ja nichts zu essen. Asozial sowas. Der weiß, dass man seit gestern Abend Hunger hat. Egal.
The village keepers you found have all...
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there...
Or I...
Oh! Private...
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still...
through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
What a whirlwind of a story.
It seems like they're...
Still, now...
It's time to make...
Indeed.
So,
Crush the sages and rescue...
Well...
The next time we gather...
Yep, it'll work.
Akt 4 abgeschlossen, Kapitel 3. König Dashred. Nice, nice. Wofür sind die Erinnerungen eigentlich? Weil für sein Sternbild ist es nicht. 3,2 Millionen Mora. Jo. Oh, langsam kriegen wir Magenschmerzen.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like...
Ja komm, arbeiten wir mal kurz ein paar Dailies nebenbei ab. Müssen wir ja auch noch machen. Und so schnell lasse ich mich von der Main Quest ablenken. Egal, alles gut. Jafar. Welche will er denn? Ein Stück. Ja. Das haben wir gerade verarbeitet. Ernsthaft? Hätte der es nicht ein paar Minütchen eher sagen können? Ja, gehe ich ihm kurz ein paar Krokotaschen jagen. Ach ja, Statue der Seen.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Och nö, haut der Pisser ab. Dann holen wir uns halt ein paar Krokotaschen.
Ja, warte mal. Was bräuchtest denn du eigentlich zum Aufstieg? Ja. Alle noch lang hin. Ah, scheiße, den Frosch hätte ich mir auch holen können. Egal. Ich will eigentlich nur ein paar Krokotaschen nehmen. Hätte ich jetzt auch gern Champignon. Jetzt despawnt er wieder. Mann, das ist doof. Aber da ist einer. Ja, und dann treffe ich ihn nicht mehr, oder was? Ey, ich treffe... Ich hol Kalle. Double Eggs? Sonst waren hier immer Krokotaschen ohne Ende und jetzt gar keine mehr, oder wie? Wow, eine Kartoffel. Die will er aber nicht haben. Der will Fleisch. Genauso wie ich.
The wind rises.
Ich habe keinen Bock jetzt in die Wüste zu gehen und mir da Fleisch zu holen. Ja, Wanderer, geh doch mal hinterhin. Wie viele braucht Layla denn noch? Wie viel? Oh, noch ein bisschen.
Squall and Fury.
Da sind sie doch. Jetzt nach Jaffa zurück. Nein, Viva, ich brauche gerade keine Hilfe. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Ich muss ja auch irgendwann mal weiterkommen. Ja, nee, wir machen Hauptquest weiter. Legendenaufträge spare ich mir noch ein bisschen auf. Warum auch immer, weil ich spare sie mir lieber auf. Ich will ja auch schließlich mal irgendwann in eine Abenteuerstufe steigen und nicht mal allen anderen helfen oder dass die mir helfen oder whatever. Weil man kann im Multiplayer leider nicht questen. Das ist das Problem.
Grandma, is King Deshret really gonna come back from the dead? Candace, we're here!
Oh, ich will nicht wissen, wie Paimon gekommen ist.
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Please, wait a moment.
Was ist denn?
Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Natürlich werde ich immer mein Bestes geben, was denn auch sonst. Habt ihr schon alle fleißigen Like und Kommentare, Like und Abo dagelassen? Neuer Abschnitt.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Nehmen wir die nächsten Quests nebenbei noch mit an. Jo, irgendwann muss ich die echt auch mal machen. Aber egal. Irgendwann werden wir keine Main Quest mehr haben. Ich weiß. Deswegen habe ich momentan auch auf die Legendenaufträge keinen Bock. Weil das einfach zu viel Gelaber ist. Deswegen gemütlich die Main Quest weiter. Und wenn wir die nicht mehr... Wenn wir da erstmal... Wortkotze des Todes. Wenn wir in der Main Quest nicht mehr weiterkommen. Legendenaufträge und die ganzen Nebenquests. Ja. Deswegen nehme ich die immer schön gemütlich an. Junge, das ist eine Nebenquest. Laber nicht so viel.
Grandma, is King Deshret really gonna come back from the dead? Looking to buy some handmade goods.
Katze. Katze. Ich mag Katzen ärgern. Aber Happy, du scheinst mich langsam echt gut zu kennen, warum ich die auslasse.
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
Hat der da irgendwie gerade eine andere Stimme bekommen?
Very well.
So ganz zufällig mal mit dem Stimmbruch bekommen? Jo.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
Junge, was haben die denn in dieser Quest für eine Stimme
The point of
gegeben?
discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
Das wir können wir fertig laden spielen. Yay, wir spielen. Wollte gerade schon sagen.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, traveler, Paimon.
Definitiv, ja, alles gut. Aber das Ding ist, die Questreihe muss ich auch. Deswegen, spoiler mich nicht so viel. Deswegen arbeite ich die ja jetzt langsam nach und nach ab. Hab ein bisschen in die Versionsquest reingeguckt, ja. Hab die auch ein bisschen gemacht, ja. Sind in Ordnung, ja. Hab mir ein bisschen Urgestein abgeholt, ja. Ein bisschen Heldenwissen, ja. Und jetzt geht's in der Main Quest weiter. Hab gerade auch wieder eine Daily gemacht, ja. Können wir später auch noch irgendwann die anderen 3 machen, mal schauen, wie ich Bock drauf hab. Jo.
Candice, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad to hear that.
Aber Candice ist eigentlich auch cool zu spielen. Aber ich glaube, mit dem, was er da auf der Stirn hat, die hat echt so viel Yu-Gi-Oh! Früher geschaut und gespielt. Das alles sehende Auge. Danke, Candice.
You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck.
Generell Frauen mit zweifarbigen Augen sind
I'll be
cool.
here in the village praying for you.
Keine Ahnung, wie ich da jetzt drauf komme, weil ich ihre Augen sehe, aber halt ich schon so. Da ist die Quest, die ich gesucht habe. Dann flattern wir mal darüber. Ja. Das wäre fast schief gegangen. Ja, das ist mir auch schon aufgefallen, dass da irgendwas kommen wird, weil das haben die auch ein bisschen angeteasert damit. Nein, ich spreche jetzt nicht mit dem. Ich habe nur die Quest angenommen.
Squall and Fury.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candice told everyone to be careful.
Weil bei der Main Quest muss ich mich halt durchquälen, dass ich die vernünftig durchlaufen lasse. Weil die ist doch schon ein Stück weit interessant, deswegen bin ich auch ab und zu leiser und lese einfach mit.
I hope this is clear to you.
Doch, zum Teil kann ich was damit anfangen.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I
Happy,
continue
jetzt
to
tu mal
remind
nicht
you
so,
of the
dass ich alles
seriousness of our
überspringe und
situation.
mir nichts durchlese, gar
We all
nichts.
have
Jetzt
our
tu mal
jobs to
nicht
do
so.
after all. It's like how some people can be put.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Well, of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge!
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Zum Stützpunkt der Goldbrigade. Auf dahin. Machen wir doch gerne. Wo ist die? Ja, darunter schon wieder. Erstmal will ich da kurz hoch. Da ist er doch auch. Siehste. Zack, da haben wir ihn. Das zeigt jetzt ein bisschen in den Rücken. Egal. Mysteriöse Buchseite. Och nö, nicht da hoch, wo ich gerade dran krepiert bin.
Ah, they're here.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The Academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with... Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Ja, Paimon, das sollen wir.
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievement. Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Geh zum Karawanenrebad. Ja. Machen wir doch mal. So. Ho, 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 ho.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Al-Haytham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
Natürlich können wir helfen.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the...
Sino, on behalf of my
Nein,
people,
Paimon, wir lassen
thank
dich nicht
you
im
for your
Stich.
kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
Oh, wie ich halb über dem Mikro hänge, wegen der Quest, weil ich einfach nur noch am Durchlesen bin. Ja, egal.
Squall and Fury.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I
Eine
have the right to
große
ask for the
Band an
cooperation of
Verbrechern
Caravan
gefangen
Rebot.
zu nehmen. Heißt das nicht eine
Of
große
course.
Bande?
Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain al-Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it as a top priority desert operation.
Wer kann Bauch reden? Bauch reden. Ja.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Oh,
I
ja.
can't believe you're still in the mood to chat.
Will mal ganz kurz essen.
Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry. The guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter. Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, Considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic. By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
I'm so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembourg.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this...
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Ja, und ich weiß, dass Autoplay nicht funktioniert, wenn man das auswählen muss. Deswegen habe ich auch extra gesagt, ich bin mal kurz was essen. Alles gut, aber kleine Planänderung. Ich kann gute 10 Minuten zocken, weil dann kommt gleich Kollege. Jo. Dann eventuell später. Ansonsten versuche ich es morgen weiter. Je nachdem wie Arbeit ist und ob ich Überstunden machen muss oder nicht. Aber im Moment sind es halt viele Überstunden, die wir schieben müssen.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
2 Tage jetzt warten, wollt ihr mich verarschen?
Relax.
Ja, das war mir vorhin auch aufgefallen, dass Autoplay noch im Laufen war. Ja. Ein, 3. Wie gut gibt's die Funktion Zeit vorspulen können? Ansonsten wäre es jetzt echt langweilig geworden.
You think you've got a sharp tongue?
Time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Ich weiß, dass ich das kann, aber ich mag es lieber, wenn es hell ist. Da bin ich ein bisschen verwöhnt mit. Da bin ich ein bisschen zu verwöhnt. Ja, aber nicht so hell wie tagsüber.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Ich mag die Dämmerung nicht. Ich habe Angst im Dunkeln. Nein, das ist doof.
It's you.
You're my assistant, remember?
Alles klar.
Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
Oh, wir dürfen zusammen dahin gehen. Oh, wie nett.
You're here early.
Boah, diese Stream-Verzögerung, ich krieg die einfach nicht raus, aber das sieht so irreführend aus, wenn man so rechts mit einem Auge aufs Handy schaut, wegen dem Chat, und sieht, wie weit man noch zurück ist.
Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you
versuche ich
value
gleich
your
nochmal einen
life,
10er-Pull aufs hier.
I advise you to
Sino.
surrender.
Who are you supposed to be?
Ich muss eigentlich schon 2 Videos, also mit dem ersten von heute Mittag zum Starten schon bei TikTok hochladen und noch von letztes Mal.
I'm not here to talk.
Ja, ich komme da gar nicht hinterher, weil ich bin zu faul nach der Arbeit, ehrlich gesagt.
Brothers, for that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Ja.
Know your place.
Stand with me.
Don't be scared.
Behold.
Dissipate. Not now.
The wind rises. Unsightly insects.
Stand with me.
Hold. Line to command.
Squall fury.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
You pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Deshret will curse you, and you will all!
Silence!
Oh,
Da hat wohl jemand was auf die Fresse
Restrain them
bekommen.
and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
Oh, ich lasse die Cutscene noch durchlaufen und dann ist erstmal Feierabend.
If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and
Erstmal.
ask for me.
Understood.
Vielleicht
You are
heute Abend
dismissed.
nochmal, ich weiß es noch nicht. Obwohl ich noch ein bisschen was zu tun habe heute.
Let's talk elsewhere.
Der Kollege kommt gleich noch vorbei. Damit eben zum anderen, dem eben noch mithelfen. Dann noch später meine Wäsche machen, was ich nächste Woche wieder erwartet habe. Ja, so ist halt mal das Single-Leben alleine. Man muss alles alleine machen. Man hat keine Frau, die hier ist. Und alles andere nebenbei machen könnte. Daher bleibt auch vieles schleifen und liegen.
I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dia should already be waiting for you. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like this. If we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
Und wieder eine Errungenschaft. Sehr schön. Mussten wir ja schon fast 2000 Urgesteine haben heute. 1804, das ist in Ordnung.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. Alright, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
Well, where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, it really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that.
Was sollen wir also tun?
According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the
Ich
wall.
spiele gerade aus Langeweile
I'll follow you as a bodyguard.
mit meinem Bart am Mikro.
You should be
Ich
honored.
hoffe, das
I
stört
don't
euch nicht.
offer
Und
my
wenn doch,
services to just anyone,
nicht mein
you know.
Problem.
Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your
Oh,
services,
noch gute
you
3
should
Wochen,
always
bis
go with the
meine
best
neue
offer.
Facecam, die ich habe, wieder auf
Let's
Lager
see.
ist.
If I were to charge you a bill,
Dann ist das
I
Ganze
guess
hier
I can
auch
apply a
wieder
discount.
viel akzeptabler.
Do
Ja.
you want? I was not sure
Vor
we
allem
could
dann
afford
wieder
it.
ein Upgrade in der ganzen Geschichte.
How much
Ja.
do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently.
Ja, komm,
If
mach
you
die
ask me,
Cutscene
someone
fertig.
like you
Der
must
ist
look lovely
sofort
when
da.
they smile. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried.
Nein, ich lächle nicht für dich. Aber
Looking
egal.
good.
Alles gut.
I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of
Alles gut, das war
smiles,
auch nur ein
but only a
Scherz.
truly
Ich
joyous
weiß ja, dass
one
man
can
das
bring
nicht.
blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment
Ich
for a
hoffe mal, du
future
hast
victory.
Kopfhörer drin.
Let's go.
Ich hoffe mal, das hat man
Time to pay a
gehört.
visit to Party's DI.
Ich hoffe mal, dass mein Mikro sich jetzt von selbst auch wieder runtergepegelt hat. Ich will doch eigentlich fertig machen jetzt. Aber es ist mies, dass der jetzt vorbeikommt. Nee, egal. Dann sage ich bis zum nächsten Mal. Ich weiß noch nicht, ob es heute Abend wird, morgen, aber spätestens nächstes Wochenende wieder. Ja, allerspätestens. Bitte, bitte, Happy, bitte. Willst du noch ein? Happy, sei froh, ich habe so bis Mitte letzten Jahres einen gehabt, der hat sich immer darüber aufgeregt, wenn ich im Stream am Rülpsen war oder so. Da habe ich immer ganz zum Schluss zum Ende des Streams schön immer reingefurzt. Der ist so abgeraged immer im Chat. Schade, dass der nicht mehr da ist.
Relax.
Okay. Oha. Ja, dann sage ich bis zum nächsten Mal und Happy. Wenn du Bock hast, kannst du mir auch nebenbei so schreiben auf Insta. Da heiße ich rein zufällig auch Sniffy932. So rein zufällig, jo. Okay, dann bis bald.